Welcome to Summon the Heroes. This is a special edition of American Icons. It's a stroll down memory lane. It's our very first quiz, and there will be other quizzes in the future. And so we want to welcome you to our first stroll down the memory lane quiz. And take your time, pause the slide at any point to think about your answer. And because the answers will be given on the following slide. There is no prize for getting them all right, except the fact that you did. See how it goes, and I think most of all, just enjoy yourself. So if you're ready, let's begin. After the Lone Ranger saved the day and rode off into the sunset, the grateful citizens would ask, "Who was that masked man?" Invariably, someone would answer, "Don't know, but he left this behind." What did he leave behind? Silver bullet. And yes, inevitably, someone would say, "That's the Lone Ranger." When the Beatles first came to the U.S., in early 1964, we all watched them on the blank show. The Ed Sullivan Show. Get your kicks. There's someone ringing in, and they didn't have to do that. That's a different game we play. And the answer to that is get your kicks on Route 66. The story you are about to see is true. The names have been changed to blank the blank. To protect the innocent, Dragnet. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. Finish it off with the words. The lion sleeps tonight. After the twist, the mashed potato, and the Watusi, we danced under a stick that was lowered as low as we could go in a dance called the Limbo. How low can you go? Do you remember cheating and jumping over it? Nestles, Nestle's makes the very best blank. Chocolate. And you remember the dog puppet that would do that, and then his mouth would sort of clap shut. It sounded like two hard pieces of cardboard, hitting together. Satchmo was America's, quote, ambassador of goodwill, unquote. Our parents shared this great jazz trumpet player with us. His name was Louis Armstrong. What takes a licking and keeps on ticking? Timex watches. Red Skelton's hobo character was named blank, blank, blank. And Red always ended his television show by saying good night and blank, blank. So it's a two-parter. The hobo was Freddie the Freeloader, and he always ended his show by saying good night and God bless. The cute little car with the engine in the back and the trunk in the front was called the VW. What other names did it go by? Well, it was called a Beetle, it was called a Bug, and it was a punch buggy. If you played the game while you were traveling in the car of finding them and locating them first, then you could punch somebody in the shoulder. We can remember the first satellite placed into orbit. The Russians did it. It was called Sputnik. And what does Sputnik mean while we're on it? It means traveling companion. One of the big fads of the late 50s and 60s was a large plastic ring that we twirled around our waist. It was called the, 2 words, hula hoop, and it was a craze. And many people, it went into a major talent. Many people could twirl 15, 20 hula hoops around their waist, and then they started doing around 2 legs, 2 arms, their neck. Amazing. Hey kids, what time is it? It's blank, blank, blank. Howdy doody time. Did you watch it? Who knows the secrets that lie in the hearts of men? Only the blank knows. The shadow. There was a song that came out in the 60s that was, quote, a graveyard smash, unquote. Its name was the blank blank. The Monster Mash. Alka-Seltzer used a boy with a tablet on his head as its logo and representative. What was the boy's name? Speedy. And he talked. So I want to thank you. How'd you do? Thank you for joining us today on our Stroll Down Memory Lane. I will be back when the Red Robin comes bobbing along. And we thank you on behalf of our sponsor, Burma Shave. God bless. See you next time.